What is going on, guys? Codex here, and welcome back to another Minecraft snapshot video. Today we are looking at 20w06a, which is the first snapshot of Minecraft 1.16, the Nether update. And as you can already see, we've got some pretty major changes happening. So let's go ahead and take a look. So the first change, as you guys can see, is we have a new biome. The first biome, we have multiple biomes, but the first of which is going to be the Crimson, which doesn't actually show up there. It shows that we're still in the Nether. Nope, it does. Crimson Forest. So as you can see, this is one of the major biome changes. We have the original Nether over here, which is called the Wastes. The exact same as the original Nether, very boring. But it's kind of rare now, which is actually good because, you know, all the new stuff is what we're really looking for. So this biome features a variety of different things, including different plant life, so crimson roots, crimson fungi, which grow into these guys. If you bone meal them, they will literally grow these. These are netherwork blocks, and this is a new type of wood called the crimson stem. And then we also have a new light, which is called the shroom light, which is pretty cool because, like I said, you can grow them, and it's a new light source, which I think has a different texture and is interesting, and you know is more renewable than say glowstone or sea lanterns. And then these guys also grow these vines, which are pretty cool. They will grow all the way out and look pretty awesome. So let's go ahead and take a look at some of the other biomes. Alrighty, so now we are in the warp forest, which is basically the same as the crimson forest, but it features this new type of block called a warp block. It's not the same as, or it's basically in the place as the nether warp block, but for these guys, and it also features these warp stins, basically a blue tint, and then we also have our warped fungi, which do the same thing, as well as our warped roots. These guys do not have any vines, so that is an important distinction. You know, they may be coming down the line, but as of right now, they do not have that, and these guys also do have these shroom lights in them, which is pretty neat. So to get over here, I used a new type of command. It's called /locate biome, and it has all the possible commands that you'd need. Dark Forest, Crimson Forest, all the end biomes, all of the nether ones are in here. And they basically show you where the nearest one is. So we have one more that we want to check out, and that is going to be, let's see, Soul Sand Valley. So we just click there on that guy, enter, shows it's 275 blocks away. So these guys are all pretty close together, which is nice. Okay, so I finally found a way out of there. It teleported me way up there and I couldn't find a way out, but we're good now. So we are now in the Soul Sand Valley, which is one of the new biomes. It's basically relatively similar to what they used to be before with Soul Sand, but there are some new blocks, which is the Soul Soil, which is pretty neat. And it does have some unique properties, which we'll talk about in a second. And then we also have these basalt columns, which only can be found in these areas. But it comes, like I said, there's these guys, which have some pretty cool textures on them, which I think people will be pretty excited to use. And then we also get some bone blocks in here, and ghasts love to spawn in these areas. But one of the really unique properties of this area is the blue fire. So this soil can be lit blue, which is pretty neat. And along with that, we do have some new torches. So we have our Soulfire torch as well as our lantern. Our Soulfire lantern, which are pretty neat. Which is pretty cool because these blue guys fit with the aesthetic of these warps guys very well. And I think people will be excited to have the new blocks, the blue color. It's going to be pretty awesome. So now let's hop over into a test world and we'll go through all the blocks and see the new ore, which is pretty cool. Alrighty, so here we are in our testing world and we'll just go through the blocks. So the first block we're going to have here is the crimson stem, followed by the warp stem, which are those two types of trees or mushrooms or whatever fungi, I guess they're considered. So we have their stem types, and then we have their striped stem types, and then we have their planks, which are basically the same as any other plank within the game. So you have all the different types of variants, the doors, the trap doors, everything like that. I think the colors are pretty funky, but I think they're going to be really cool once people learn how to use them, especially in the nether and for like creepy, weird areas. Then we have our Crimson Nylium and our Warp Nylium. These guys can be placed next to Netherite and Bone Meal to continue make them grow, kind of like Mycelium. And then we get to the big thing in this update. Well, everything is a big thing, but one of the biggest things, and that is the Ancient Debris, which has a really cool texture, but it is very hard to find. You find them below Y20 in the Nether, usually underneath the lava lakes. Um, that's kind of the point of them, and they come in groups of one or two, and they're very rare to find, harder than diamonds. So when you get these guys, you end up getting these, these netherite scraps, which then can be crafted into a netherite ingot with this crafting recipe right here, which then can be crafted into these blocks right here. They can be crafted into netherite armor by combining a piece of diamond armor with an ingot, and you get all of these different tools. And all these guys are better than diamond, which is really cool to see that we're getting some new armor and things within the game. And then, like I said, we have our shroomlights, my bad. And then we have all of our fungis, which grow into the trees. They do have to be placed on these nylium blocks. They can't be placed on netherite. So, and they grow pretty big. That guy grew ginormous, actually. Um, but what's cool is they can be grown in the overworld, so you can get a lot of different variety between them. They grow very large, which is really cool. And then we got our soul soil, our soul fire torch, fire lantern, as well as the soul fire, which are all pretty cool. So as you guys can see, this is a huge update. If you love the Nether, wanting the Nether to be more interesting, we have so much variety to work with, and this is just the first snapshot in it. We'll get a bunch more variety of things throughout the snapshots. And yeah, so I hope you guys enjoyed. Let me know what you think about all the new blocks, and I'll see you all in the next one. Bye bye.